How's it going? So now that we've gotten all the crosswalks dealt with, why don't we get back to the park? Actually, we never left the park, but you know what I mean. Today I'm going to play with these two pathways, the ones that nobody's really using. And I'm going to try to make them useful. Because if they're not useful, I'm going to take them out of the game, right? Because there's probably a limit on nodes, pathways, and yeah. So, but I'm also going to show something I've used before. And it's one of those things I like using. What I want them to do is go around the front of this willow instead of, well, and around back. But the only way you can get them to come around to the front, well, they operate the same way as vehicles. They'll travel by the quickest route. Alright, so what we got to do is make this lower path a quicker route than the one above. Let's put that in there. Yeah, that's the best spot. Yeah. Okay, so let's use move it to find it. Try to see if I can find an inspiring shape. But the idea is this pathway in the back, I'm going to change most of it to that's not too bad. That snapped, so except that node's not in a good spot. I'm going to take this path, change it to a gravel one. Right? Trying to make it slower so that they'll come around and use the other pathway. So let's change that. And I don't think that's going to be enough. Like, I think that's too much cement pathway. But what I'm going to do now is just wait for someone to come by and use the pathway, because you never know until they test it. Oh, they just fired. Oh, that's good. That seems to be working. Yeah, I'd rather them cross there, because when that crosswalk lights up, nobody's using it's a pedestrian crosswalk or pedestrian light. That's running better too, except for that police car. You picked the wrong lane, dude. Well, I am taking it from this. Yeah, he was in the wrong lane. Back there is all clean too. Look at that. Isn't that nice? You wouldn't believe that this is a major thoroughfare just because they cleaned up the pedestrians. Oh geez, okay. For a second I thought they were using that pathway, but no. Now. So I am waiting for someone to test this pathway, but I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. I think it's a certain size where they know that it's just too big. At least that's what I feel. But I don't want to react too quickly just in case I'm wrong. And then once we get that one responding the way I want to, we're going to come over here and do something with this too. As a matter of fact, I wonder if I could use that action to my advantage. Well, because they leave from that gathering to the pathway and then go to the park. Yeah, nope, doesn't look like anyone's using that. So I think what I gotta do is stretch it out. Make it longer, like the gravel part, so that there's more slow path to walk on. And at the same time, I'm probably going to have to shorten the other path just to compensate for it. You know what I'm doing? I'm doing the same thing as the bypass, trying to make them equal. I kid you not. So let's stretch you out there. Hopefully not infringe on their property too much. Yeah, okay, that's bad. Nope, nobody's testing it. Okay, so tighten you up a little bit. Oh, look at that. See what I mean, Burn? That's how you do it. Is that good enough, though? Or he's just a tester, right? It must have looked good to them. It's like, oh, I'll test it. Is it good enough, though? Certainly is. That's what I was trying to achieve, right there. They're using the back path in the front path. Now I gotta get that back path out of that apartment's backyard. But it's working. It's definitely a level 2. That's a lot of land to play with too, isn't it, out there? Should it be all parking land? Oh, they're still using it. Okay. That is a nice skyline. Some of those buildings are a little over the top. I think I gotta weed out my my assets. So what do you say we go play with the other one now?